everyone, Tracy here with Paper Closet Designs. In today's video, I have 3 new seed packets. So these are the seed packets I did this spring. This is the ladybug. It's cute as a bug. And they are perfect for holding little treats, some cash, all kinds of fun stuff. But I have discovered that they work perfectly with a gift card. And so for these next ones that I've done, I am also including a little gift card holder so that you can use these to hold your gift card. Today I'm going to show 3 new ones. There's 2 Halloween and 1 fall. These make really great gifts, and they are quick and easy to put together. And for the most part, they just use scraps of paper. So a good way to use up your stash and send a fun little gift. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to slide the fall away and the jack-o'-lantern away, and we are going to start with our candy corn. And it has a little printable that says, "Have a sweet Halloween," just like that. And you can print this off using either one of your machines, or you can use it blank and then hand stamp or write a sentiment, or you could leave it off if you don't want it. It does come with a gift card holder, and then it has 5 of these little candy corns, and I'm going to put one of them together. I've done the others already. There's the one that we're going to assemble. I'll show that to you in just a minute. It has the front embellishment piece, and it has the front, or the card, excuse me. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to assemble the envelope. And there are 4 score lines. There's 2 fat tabs on the side, and then a taller tab and a smaller tab. Let me show you this finished. The taller tab goes on the top. That's where the opening is. So all we're going to do is we're just going to fold this down. We're going to fold all of these down towards the desk. Okay, then flip it over, and you want to put tape on one side. It doesn't matter which, but you don't need it on both. And you're going to put tape clear across on the bottom. And you can use tape or glue. And usually when I make things, I embellish them first and then assemble it. But on this one, I would suggest assembling it and then going ahead and embellishing it, because it is going to be a little bit round, if that makes sense, a little bit of a pucker. And so you want to get this stuff glued on. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tab that I did not glue and fold it down, and then take this tab and fold it over. And actually, let me go back. I'm going to, while I've folded this over, I'm going to put a little bit of tape right on that edge, and it's just going to keep it held together a little bit better. So now we've got glue in 2 places, or tape, and then we can just fold up the bottom. And there is our little envelope. So let's go ahead and decorate it. The first thing I'm going to do is glue or tape the embellishment panel. And because it has a little bit of a roundness to it, you want to make sure that you get that tape or glue right to the edges and in the corner. And you could use a glue bottle if you wanted to. Then we're just going to lay that, center it right there. Okay, next up, we want to assemble the candy corns. And like I said, there's 5 of them. I've already glued these 4 together. So let me show you the pieces. We have the top piece, we have the bottom piece, or the middle piece, and we have the bottom piece. And then I have a base. And the base I cut out of white. You could cut this out of any color. If you wanted to, you could not glue that piece on, that top piece, if these are cut out of white. But I like the way that it looks when you do it. Or if you're really good at lining things up, you don't even need this base. But I like to build on it. I just think it looks a little bit cleaner and nicer if you build on that base. So all we're going to do is just glue these together glue the bottom piece to the bottom. And if you were doing a bunch of these, you could just do it assembly line. And then you'll see that with that top part, I don't need to glue on the top of the candy corn, but I'm gonna. And if you were inking these up or distressing them, you would want that anyway, so that the ink, was on that top piece. And I got glue on my desk. And then all we're gonna do is we're just going to lay those on there and arrange them the way that we want them to look. So I'm going to, before we do that, we need to glue our sentiment to the banner and kind of decide where we want to put it. So I'm not going to glue this on just yet, but I am going to lay it where I want it, and then I can figure out where I want to glue my candy canes. So that looks about right. And there, it's okay if they kind of hang off the side a little bit. And then my last two, excuse me, maybe I'll just, my last two I'm going to put up with some foam tape. So I've got my foam tape, and this is not a have to, it's a can do if you want. I'm just going to cut a couple of squares. And kind of give them a little bit of dimension. And then I do think I'm going to pop up my sentiment as well, that little banner with the saying. So a couple of more pieces of the foam. That one's kind of small. That's okay. Have a sweet Halloween. I'm just going to add that right up there. And now I can take my gift card. I just have an old Amazon card that's been used, and you can slip it into that card holder. Flip this over and then just slide that right in there. It makes a great gift. You can fold this over, tape it, glue it, put a sticker, whatever you want to hold it closed. And a fun little gift to give to a teacher, a neighbor, an older child, just about anybody. And like I said, if you don't want to use the gift card, you can fill that up with some little treats or just about anything. So there is the candy corn. Let's move on to the jack-o'-lantern. And it has the same pieces, so it has the gift card holder. If you do some of my original ones, like the ones I did last spring, they do not have these, but I can list these or something, or if you buy one of these, they'll fit into the older ones as well, if you want to use it that way. Okay, so we have the gift card holder, we have the envelope, then we have our jack-o'-lantern with the witch hat, and it has the hat belt, the band and the hat. We have our pumpkin. Our pumpkin is in 3 pieces. So I have one face, and then I have the second face, and I cut these, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but I cut those out of 2 different shades of orange just to give it some depth. We have the back piece. This is what your eyes are going to show through. So you're going to want to do this out of black or yellow, just something, because your eyes and your mouth are going to be seen with that. And then the embellishment panel with this one has the Boo to You, and it is printed on there already, or you can just use it blank if you would rather. And then finally we have the envelope again. So once more, we're going to score on those 3 lines. 4 lines, excuse me. We're going to score them down. And then while this is face down, I'm going to put tape on this right tab, just on the edge. I'm going to flip it over and fold that one that I just put tape on. I'm going to fold it in. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera because it's black, but this is the tab that I put tape on. I'm going to fold it in, and the tape is facing me. Now I'm going to put tape on this side, so on the right edge and along the bottom. Okay, so we're going to fold this right edge over, and then we're going to bring the bottom up and fold it down. And it does buckle a little bit. It's designed so that it's like a pouch. And now we can go ahead and decorate the front. So I'm going to take my embellishment panel that says the Boo to You and put glue on it. Again, you want to make sure that you get the edges and the corners because it's going to bulge just a little bit. And line that up. Now let's go ahead and build our pumpkin on the table first before we add it. So I need to take my bigger face, and we're going to put glue on it around the eyes and the mouth. I would suggest using a clear glue so that if it does seep out, when it dries, it's clear. I'm just going to line that right up there on that pumpkin on the black piece. And you'll notice I do have some glue seeping through, but it'll dry clear. And then we're going to take this second piece. If you wanted to just leave it there, you could. You wouldn't even need to do this second piece, but I'm going to. If you're using the second piece, you want to make sure that the little teeth match up. So I'm going to flip it over and put glue on this. And then line it up so that the black all shows through. And there's our pumpkin. And then we're going to just take the hat, and actually I'm going to build the hat separately because I think I'm going to put that on with some pop dots. So we have this band. Whoops, there we go. That's what the band looks like. I'm going to glue the band on first, and then I'm going to glue the buckle. And now I can add these to the front of my envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this one on, and I am wanting to make sure that I get glue really good on the edges so it doesn't pop off. Because depending on what you put in there, it's going to be more of an arc than just completely flat. And then I'm going to take my witch's hat, and I am going to put that on with some foam. So I'm going to cut a couple of smaller pieces and one that's a little bit larger. Flip that hat over. And I should be doing this with black foam. I ordered some, and I've put it in a drawer. And I keep forgetting to pull it out. And every time I put a video together, I say, you could do this with black foam. I do have it. I just always grab the white one for whatever reason. And now we can place the hat on the pumpkin. And again, we have a little gift card holder. If you wanted to use it, just slip that in there, fold your envelope, and there we go. Boo to you. Another really fun one for teachers, older kids, anybody that you like. So there's our two Halloween ones. And then the last one is more for fall or Thanksgiving. I think this would be a great hostess gift, or for a coworker, anybody. Okay, here's our little gift card. And then we have a little sentiment that says thankful and grateful, and the banner. Our pumpkin has a sunflower with the sunflower center. It has a swirl, and this pumpkin has 3 pieces as well. So we have the front piece and the middle piece, and I cut those out of 2 different colors of orange just to give it some depth. And then if you ink those up, you could really make this pretty. Then we have the back piece, and the only piece, or the only color that's going to show on this one is the stem. So you'll want to cut this out of brown or green, whatever color you want your stem. This has a blank embellishment panel. There's nothing printed on it. And then the card. So let's fold all 4 score lines down away from us. And then lay it down, and we're going to put tape on the left hand side of that edge. And I'm actually going to have to flip it over because I'm right-handed. There's the left end. Oh, I did it backwards of what I'd done before. That's okay. We're going to fold this side in. The side that has the tape, we're folding first. And now we can put tape along the bottom and this other tab. I realize I just did that one backwards compared to the first 2. But it doesn't matter which one gets folded in first because they're the same. I'm going to fold this one over. Fold this up. And there is our envelope. Okay, let's take our embellishment panel. And I just cut this out of white, but you could do it out of any color. It would be really pretty out of a printed fall pattern. Yeah, that would be fun too. Okay, let's just, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's got the little scalloped edges. We're gonna just lay that right in the middle of the envelope. And now let's go ahead and build our pumpkin. I'm going to take the background piece with the stem and then take my middle piece and add some glue. And next up has this front piece, and you can lay it right on there, or you could pop it up a little bit, which is what I'm going to do. I really like the way that using foam pop dots just gives you another degree of cuteness. But you don't have to. It's not required. And if you're inking these up, that'd do the same thing. You wouldn't really need to layer them. But you could do both. Okay, we're going to just add that. Okay, on this one, I am going to put my pumpkin on next before I add the swirly and the flower, just so that I can get it glued to the right spots. Go ahead and glue that down. And next, we're going to add our little swirl. And it's kind of a skinny piece. You don't need to glue the whole thing down, but you do want it in some spots so that it lays pretty flat. Oh, my dog's growling at something out the window. Izzy, you're okay. Okay, and then let's do the center of our flower first. And if you wanted to, and you have something handy, I don't know if this will work or not, you could even curl up your flowers just a little bit. This is pretty big. I would normally do something a little bit smaller, but it was just sitting here. And in doing that, I moved my center. It's going to have to stay. Add a little bit of glue. And there's that. Now we have the sentiment, thankful and grateful. I'm going to glue that to the banner piece. And why not put some foam on that, right? I think I'll put it on 3 spots. There we go. And one last time, we have the little gift card with our gift card on there, and it just slides into the back. Fold it down, and that is ready to go. Or you can fill it with some little candies or treats or a little letter. So many uses for this card. So I hope that you have enjoyed these. We've got 2 Halloweens, great for last minute little gifts, and then the Thanksgiving one or the fall one. I hope that you've enjoyed these. I hope you'll give them a try. Please hit subscribe down below so that you don't miss any of my videos. Give me a thumbs up and have a great day.